This conference will now be recorded.
Right, let's go ahead and do this. So, right now, Control Shift P, right? Control Shift P, I will say, okay, SFDX. I'm not able to see this. So let me file, right? Close the folder because this has been offline. So I need to, once again, I'm opening the folder. File, I can see my folder here itself. If I'm not wrong, this is the one which you have been working, right? LWC 98PRJ. That's the folder is. Right, I'm opening the folder. Right, I can see the components that we created on 24th. Right, 25th there was no class, so Control Shift P. Right, SFDX. I'm not getting a command called as, right? Okay, now we go. SFDX what? Create Lightning Web Component. I'm creating one more component, guys. Right? So let's wait. System is now running. It'll take little time in the starting to load everything and to make sure that those extensions are available. So have patience, right? Control Shift P, create a Lightning Web Component. I'm waiting for the command to get execute. Looks like that there is an error. You can see. Once again, Control Shift P, create a Lightning component. SFDX command resulted an error. Control Shift P, authorize an org. That's also resulted in error, right? So CMD usually doesn't happen. I don't know why it's happening because I'm using multiple things since yesterday. I'm using SFDX even for 91 batch to show them an SFDX deployment and everything. So that could be the reason. SFDX, right? UPDAT update. Let us check whether any problem with this or not. Already the latest version. That's good. Just close it. Once again, open the Visual Studio Code. I'm opening the Visual Studio Code. Right. My project is there. Right. Let's say Control Shift P. Still the things are not loaded. So that means it's taking time to load and everything. So let's wait. So system is loading. Control Shift P. No. SFDX. Okay. Right. I will say that first thing I will do is that, right, authorize an org. Hope that this command runs now. Right, it's running. So production URL, press enter. So let us reconnect back to our organization. I'm waiting for the login screen to come in. Once we are logged in, we can go ahead and there we go. System is bringing the login. Rupam, our UPM Rupam at the rate lt96.com, password CRM1234 hash. Perfectly fine. So you can say that login to the org successfully done. I can close it. Now Control Shift P, I will say create a Lightning Web Component. What is that? LWC underscore 2606 underscore EG1 underscore, right, INPUT input 2 unders, right, calculator, calculator. Press enter. press enter. Right. There are multiple ways to do this, but let us start with this. Input calculator. First, I go to the HTML. Oh, it's still creating, guys. Running creating of Lightning Web Component. It's still going on. Okay, let's wait. It's still creating the 26 component. Okay, there we go. We got the 26th component created. 26 HTML. Here, let me go ahead and put some fields. LIGHT lightning, right? I will say card, lightning card. I will select that, right? I will say title of the card. Title of the card is what? I will say calculator. Inside this, I will have inputs. First one, LIGHTNING, lightning, IN, lightning input, right? I will say type. What type of data will it take? Type equals to what? I'll say type. Next, label. Label it. What? I will say enter first number. Enter first number. That's a label. Now see that I'm using name. I told you name is an Aura ID. If you remember the last class, name is an Aura ID. I will say eval. Name is equals to Aura ID. Now I'm saying on change. Call a function called as call me. Right? On change. What I will do, and I will say that call a function, right? Call a function, call me, right? I can call it, right? Let me go ahead. Call a function. So how do you give? Call me directly. Whenever the field changes, right? You see that you need to have a lightning input, right? You need to have a lightning input here, right? Control V. I'll close it. Input. Similarly, I'll have one more input here. Let's say that there's another input called as, right? I will say enter the second number, and I will say bval, right? Bval, right? I can call different functions, right? First, let me show in a good way, right? Let me show this in a very good way rather than making it in a right. So okay, so let me call it in a very good way. So call me, right? Call me event. I can say call me one, call me two. Two different function I'm calling. That's fine. Different function we are calling. What else you need, right? I need a a button. Let's say that a button which will show me right the result. So tab LIGHTN lightning, right? I will say what BUTTON button, lightning button, right? As usual, label equals to what? I want add. What I will say, I will click. Whenever you click the button on click, what do you want to do? You want to do add me. What I will do, add me, right? As usual, you have to close the button. That is the reason, rather than doing this always before itself, like this, because writing the properties inside, then you don't get a closing tag always. Button is there. Similarly, I'll have two more buttons called subtraction or multiplication. Add, I will say subtract, right? I will say multiply. Here, I will say call. What is that? SUBMUL. Sub and mul. Sub and mul. Right? Now, what I will do, go ahead, right? So, till here, it's all done. And display the result, right? This I had to put inside a layout, which I can do it. But anyhow, I'm directly placing it here. I can use, right, a division, div tag like this, and or else if you want, let's forget about div. Most of you would be thinking, what is this div? So forget it. I can directly go ahead and I will say that, right, resu result. And what is that? I want the answer to be populated here, called as in this resvalue. A variable has been declared. Res value been declared, called res value, right? A variable. If you remember that, I'm going here. We declare the variable just, right? So these are the variables. Both variables and functions look same. You said call me name. Get name is also in the bracket, right? In the bracket. Call me is a function, right? There is no difference between a function and a variable. It is just how you use it. Similarly, if you take my example here, right? So res value is not a function. It's a res value is not a function. It's a variable. I will give a paragraph tag, p tag. I will give a paragraph tag. I'll give a paragraph tag. Couple of paragraphs so that the result get pushed, right? The result get pushed down. Control S. Done. So two input numbers, three buttons, and finally displaying the. You can put again a lightning, what do you call it, layout here. You see, you can put it. I will directly go here. I will say visibility or exposed equals to true. Control S, Control Shift P. I will say deploy this to the source org. We will write the program there, but wait. Deploy this to the source org. Right? Perfect. Deploy to the source org. Now I will log into my Salesforce. Rupam @OLT96.com. Password CRM1234#. I click on setup. I click on developer console. Right here, as I will put my app name. Right, what is this? Right click, rename, copy. I come to my developer console. I put it here. Control, click on preview. Let us see how the works. See, there are two. Enter the first 8. Okay, we will have a problem. Don't worry, it's a read-only property. We'll have 8. Here, 7. Right? And as soon as I click on add, the system should show me the result here. If I click on subtract, it should show me subtract. If I click on multiply, it should show me all these buttons. Right? Simple one I'm doing. Let's do this. Now let's go to the programming back. Now, whatever the data that I capture in this eval and vval, name is equals to aura ID. Name is equals to aura ID. Name is equals to aura ID, right? Label is what is displayed. Name is a backend name, unique. Whenever it is done, what I'm doing, I'm calling call me one. Now I'm going and writing a controller. I go here, right? This is the controller that I'm writing. I push it to the line. This is the place where we'll be writing the controller. This is the place where I'll be writing the controller. First one, call me. Call me function. Use the word called as event. Any listening services, I'll come to this in details when I come to the event topic. Any listening services has to be with the word called as event. Event, event, event. Event is the word. You have to use this. Event, 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 right? Event. I will say what, right? Let's go ahead before the event. Before the event. What I'll do, I will go ahead and first of all, whichever field is changing, this res value will be changing, right? Put it here, res value, right? Because this variable is changing. I put 7, 8, answer is 56. I put 9, 7, 63, 7, 9, 63. See, 56, 63, this value will keep on changing. Whenever this value is changing, use track. Use on the top, line number 1, comma, track. Use track. Use @track. Values which will change are called @track. Values which will change are called, right? Now, I will say, right, num1, num2. I'm declaring it. Num1, num2. Some variables I'm declaring. Now, right? And what is this? Whenever somebody enters the value in first input and as soon as he clicks somewhere else, on change will call me one. I go to the call me one. In the call me one, you say what we do, right? In call me one, how you define this dot. Always a field is referred as what? This dot num1 num1 is equals to what? See, I'm getting the data from page to controller. Last class, controller to page, controller to page. This class, page to controller, HTML to JS. Last class, JS to HTML, right? I will say event dot target dot. What is that? Right? Event dot target dot, right? Event dot target dot value, value. Wait, event dot target dot value, right? Event dot target dot value, right? So event dot target dot value. Wait, I know that
Target
you might
target spelling wrong.
target spelling wrong. Target. Event dot target dot value. Now, let's do one thing. Let's start with a good one first, and then we'll go to the bad programming. Not a problem. Both is call one. Both is calling me. Both I'm calling with the same. Can call with the individual, but I'm going with a good practices starting itself. Right? Let me go with a good practices in the starting itself. Call me. Right? Whether you're in number 1, number 2, both are calling call me. One is that how will you understand where this event has occurred? Where this event has occurred? Whether event has occurred, which event? On change event. The on change event has occurred in first eval or it occurred in vval. We don't know. So for that, I have to add what here? Okay, it's not call me one, it's call me now. because I'm doing with a hard one, then I'll go to the easy one, because easy one we don't do in real time, hard one only. So first, declare constant. Constant, EVT name, any variable, EVT name, any variable, equals to event, event, right? Event dot target, target dot name, right? Constant spelling, so that's the reason it's taking a problem. Constant, constant event, EVT name equals to event dot target dot name, right? This will give me, this will give me where the event has occurred. This will give me where the event has occurred, right? Where the change event has occurred, whether it's eval or vval. That name will be stored here. Now I will say what? If event name, if event name is equals to name we gave the name here called eval. If that is equals to eval, then whatever the value is there, assign it to number one. Assign to number one. Number one. That means number one will store eval. Else, if you have more data, then you can continue else if. Now I don't have anything. I have only two. Else everybody is able to understand, guys, right? Because else what? Else I will say, I'll copy this program, Control C, Control V, and in the place of num1 it's num2. Now with this I'm capturing the data that was input by the user. How? Both are calling the same function, because I told you OR ID, no? So both are calling the same function. I will, even if I call a same function, no issues, because the names are different, OR IDs are different. So even though they are on change, call me, on change, call me, but the name here is eval, there is a vval. So I want to capture first where the event has occurred, where the change event has occurred. It'll give me the name. If that name equals to eval, then whatever the value is there, put it in num1. Else, put the value in num2. Num1, num2. Num1, num2. First function is done. Next, whenever somebody clicks the button called add, right? Now I have to write the add function. So use the word called event. When I capture data, use the word called event. Now the second one, add me. Whenever somebody clicks on the add button, it has to be add me. What I will do, right? What I will do, right? I can go ahead and add it, right? Go ahead and add. Add what? Right? Add num1 and num2. I can directly put, but because it's a text, I have to parse it, right? Once again, I'm saying constant a is equals to what I'm doing, parse int, parse int, parse int, parse int, parse int what? Parse int this dot num1. Similarly, constant b equals to parse int number 2. Parse int, what is any problem? Both are a, so b. Parse ab. Now, right, res is there. I will say this dot res. Always use this dot. What is that? Res value. This dot res value. This dot res value is equals to what? right? This dot trace value, this dot trace value equals to what? Sum of given number is, sum of given number is, right? Sum of given number is plus, in a bracket, I will say a plus b, a plus b. See, there directly we can get it, but now in LWC, see that you have to declare an event. You have to, you have to, from the event, you have to get the name. After you get the name, you have to check the name whether it's eval. If it's eval, then assign the value to this dot num1. Similarly, control C. Actually, I can put this a and b outside also, constant, right? Or in here itself, I can say, I can put it. But anyhow, fine, you can do that. All right, every time writing next, what is this? Whenever somebody clicks on sub, whenever somebody clicks on sub, right, a minus b. Whenever somebody clicks on mul, what should happen? Mul, same thing, I'm taking it. See, control S, right? This is how we are doing the programming. Control S, control shift P, deploy this to the source org. System is now deploying. System is now deploying. If you have not made any, right, it got deployed. If we have not made any caps on, off, the thing should be working fine, right? Let's go ahead and check it out. I come to my page. I refresh my page. I refresh my page. System is reloading the page. I say 7. I say 8. I click on multiply. The multiplication of a given number is 56. I click subtract. The subtraction of a given number is -1. I click add. The sum of a given number is 15. 8 plus. See, the things are working now. What I did, from a HTML or from a template, I'm bringing this data inside a controller JS. Inside a controller JS. How? By declaring an event. Constant event was some variable I declared called event name, which is fixed, which will not change. I'll say, right, event dot target name, right? I'm capturing the target name. If the target name is a value, if the target name is eval, then assign the value even the target dot value, right? If the ID, if the name bracket ID is eval, then what you're doing? Assign the eval value to num1, to num1, to num1. Else assign the value. That means if the ID is not eval, then the ID is bval. If the ID is bval, then assign the value to num2. Now you have the value of a and b stored where? You have the value of eval, vval stored where? In num. I can use it anywhere now. I can use it anywhere now. Use it anywhere now. right? I'm using @track the fields which are changing. This is because as you click the button, right, the value changes in that field. So track will monitor the change. Track will monitor the change. Track will monitor the change, right? Track will monitor the change. This is the right way of doing in the real time. Any questions before I move to the next way of doing wrong method or non-best practice? This is the best practice. This is the best practice. Anybody questions here? Yes or no? Guys, able to understand how I'm writing the LWC program? Yes, no, all silent. I have not yet gone anything in depth. I'm still on the basic classes only. Monday onwards, I'll go down in LWC. Able to understand? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Others?
Yes, sir.
Easy? LWC? Easy? What do you think? What do you think? Easy to do?
Fine, sir.
Right? The more practice you will do, it will be easy. It's a new technology. You have to do it so that it's completely different from your Lightning program.
But
Whatever
the
you have
JavaScript,
written,
sorry, what we are writing here, the JavaScript we are writing the same in Aura component as well.
yeah, same in Aura component, but in a different way. We don't use in this way called as event.target name, right? Some of the
Yeah,
syntax
correct.
are changing, right? Finally, it's a JavaScript, but the way you're writing the syntax is getting changed. In there, we never use called this.num1. This.num1. We just say component dot get component dot, but here nothing. There is no component itself. Where you'll get?
Yeah, correct. And even we don't have this track in Aura components.
Track in Aura components.
Yeah, we are saying it is a new one.
New one. So many things. Monday onwards, you see that all new things will come here. Right? Done. Now let us do the same exercise, right? Controllers. Let us do the same exercise in dirty way. Same thing. There's not much difference. Rather than I in a single call me, I will say call me 1, call me 2, call me 3. Individual listeners, right? You can say, Rupam, I don't remember this, Rupam. This line I forgot. Gurtu రావట్లేదు. అబ్బబ్బబ్బబ్బా. Don't worry. If you don't remember, then I will tell you what to do. Right? Let's close this. One component we have created. Control Shift P, create a Lightning Web component. LWC hyphen 2606 hyphen EG2 example2 hyphen what INPUT input calc, right? Input calc dirty. I'm giving a name itself called dirty. Don't you do in this way. If you don't know, then only do it. Right? It's creating a component now. LWC component is created. Example one I'm closing. I'm going to HTML dirty. Same thing I'll copy from whatever I did now in HTML1 there, right? I will copy from there. Control C. Close it. I go to the example 2. What is this? Paste it. Here I'll say call me 1. Two different functions I'm calling. Oh, call me 1, call me 2. Two different functions I'm calling. Control S. Two different functions I'm calling. Similarly, right here, There are a couple of things I'll copy from there. JS. These are all the same. Control C. Close it. Example 1. I go to the example 2 JS. I press enter and I say Control V. Because it's giving me red, because on the line number 1 with a comma, I have not added track. Error gone. Now, what was the first function? First function that call me is call me 1. Control C. Call me 1. Call me 1. Next, you have call me 2. Call me 2. Call me 1, call me 2. Individual I'm writing. Okay, always put event. Event. Whenever you want to get the data from the page or from the HTML or HTML, you have to use event. Event. Directly say, no need to identify the event. Directly say this dot. What is that? Num1. Num1 is equals to target event dot target dot value. Event dot target dot value. Over. This one. Num2. There is no need of writing if statement. Num1, num2. Over. Now remaining program as it is. Once you have captured the data, whatever that was entered, what's happening? Call me 1. Whenever somebody is in this first number, call me 1 will be called. Call me 1 is this line number 8 to 11. I'm assigning the value to num1. Call me 2. Assigning the value to num2. Like this individual. If there are 20, you will write 20 like this. But obviously, it will be so dirty, right? 20. That is the reason we use the first method I told you, which is a best practice. Don't, if there are 10 numbers, then you have to say call me 1, call me 2, call me 3, call me 4, call me 5, call me 6, call me 7, call me 8. Rather than doing this, what you can directly say? You can point to a single call me, and then you can listen the event, capture the event name. If the event name is eval, vval, now I don't need the name, guys. See, I don't need the name here. Without an aura ID, I don't need the name because nowhere I'm using it. Eval, vval. Name is required whenever you're calling a same function. Aura ID is required whenever you're calling a same function. Otherwise, name is not required. Whenever you enter the value here, on change, call me. What is call me? Call me is nothing but this dot num1. There is a in the controller in the JS, I have declared a num1. That num1 is getting assigned to the value that you are entering in the HTML page. Whenever you are in call me 2, whenever you are in input 2 field, it is calling call me 2. Whenever you're calling me call me 2, immediately, right, the data track change. Each and every change, tuck, 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 tuck. You're typing one keyword. One keyword is getting assigned to here. 7, 7, 6. You type 7, then you type 6. First 7 will be assigned, then 76 will be assigned, then 766 will be assigned. Like this, it's getting assigned. Remaining program, right? I copy from there. Add me and everything is same now. Control C. Those will not change. Those will not change. After this, add me is same. Now you have num1, num2. Once you have the num1, num2 inside it, you can write anything. There used to have comma, you remember? After each function over, me, sub, mul, comma, but here no commas. Another difference is Control S, Control Shift P. Deploy this resource org. Example 2. Let me close the example. Dirty way. Will it work? Yes, it will also will work. Two ways to do this. Individual declare individually declare, right, the function, or collectively declare the function and use our ID, and in the sense use ID, not our ID, use an ID called name. Here no name, here no name. Clear? Perfect, fine. Now let's go ahead, and we have already deployed. So right click, rename, copy. I go to my developer console, let the first one be there, placing the second one out. Update preview, 2 will come. Wait, same thing twice. The top one is by using name, means ID, by using ID. Second one is without using name. 8, 9, multiply. See, subtract, add. 8, 9, multiply, subtract, add. Both are giving same, but always go by the first way. Use name. Name is equals to Aura ID. It is equivalent to that. Right? Understood the difference between the two programs? Here, I'm not using name. In the first program, I was using, right? In the example one, I was using name. I was calling the same function. Here, as I'm calling different function, I don't need to declare an ID, because anyhow it's calling different function. So whenever you want a function declarations, use a common function. Clear, everyone? Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Right. Next, guys, any questions? Anything? Now we are playing with what? We are playing with primitive data type. All these are primitive data type. If you go here, I have a 8, 9. 8 is what? Integer. 9 is what? Integer. Primitive. Rupam, what about the collection data type? Collection. What about array data type? How can we handle it? Let's see how to handle array data type, collection data type. Then we will see how to handle SObject data type. Clear? Any question till this? Right? Everybody is able to understand? Right? Guys, see, I'm in a simple level, so I don't think that you'll have any problem to understand this. Any problem? Any questions? If you have, you can raise. No issues. Feel free. This is a new thing we are doing, right? Something very differently it's coming up. All good? Yes. Everyone? I'm asking this again because I told you we'll be going, from Monday onwards, we'll be going down new things. So if you're okay with it, right? This level of things that I'm doing, right? Then you're fine. All good. All good? Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. All good.
That's good. So whenever you want to capture a data, use event, use this dot. You have to get the data like this. We cannot directly get the data from the controller, from the page, from the HTML. Perfectly fine. Now the next example. Example 1, example 2. I'm closing it. Control Shift P. Create a Lightning Web Component. LWC hyphen 2606 dash or underscore EG3 example 3 underscore. I will take array data type. Array data type. How to handle array? Let's say right? Example 1 is over, example 2 is over. Now I'm waiting for example 3 to come. Okay, there we go. Example 3 has come. Array, array.html, array.html, right? Whenever it's an array, more than one data, can you put them in one field? No. Whenever it's more than one data, Rupam, Ravi, Sham, right? Swati, X, Y, Z, how can you adjust them in a one single field? You cannot. To adjust them, right? To adjust them, you have to do what? We have to go ahead and we have to use either a data table. We have to use a table, or we have to use a list or a table. That's where we can go ahead and we can place list or a table. That's where we can go ahead and we can place, right? We can place. So now let me go ahead and define, right? Keep on watching. You'll learn a new word again today, right? Right. Here it is. I'm in my controller. That is nothing but JS. In the controller, I'm defining a variable called as cities. CITIES, cities. If I say CITY city equals to Hyderabad, I can directly use this city here. I can directly use this city here in my component, nothing but template. How can I use it? Just like that's it. City. I can directly use Hyderabad. Now I have more than one city. I'm saying cities. What type of data it is? It is array data. It is array. All the arrays are put in a curly square bracket. What are the cities? HYD, Hyderabad. Oh, sorry. What are the cities? HYD, comma, Chennai, comma, Mumbai, comma, NDLS, New Delhi, right? Comma, right? What is this? I will say, right? I will say, let's go ahead and Mumbai city, Bangalore, Pune. Now, how many data are there? More than one data. Now, if I say Control S, I come here. Here I say, what is that? Cities. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. I will get the list of city in one line, right? The way I'm declaring it, I'll get city as combined. Wait, let it deploy first. Wait. Let it deploy. Right, array. I say right click, rename, Control C. I go to my developer console. I'm removing the previous examples and I'm placing it this here. Control S. I click on update preview. System is now updating the preview. You will see the display as what? Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, all in a single line with a comma, 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 comma. I want each data differentiated one by one. One data to be taken out of this. It's giving me a bunch of data, collection, or array of data. From the array of data, I want to read one by one. I want to read what? One by one. Keep on watching now. That's a new thing that you learn. In the template, if I use cities, I'm getting what? Bunch. I want to read one by one data inside cities. I will use split for each. Template. First put it. You'll give error, don't worry. We'll fix it now. Template. Type for each. This is equals to aura iteration. Aura iteration. Each what? Each cities. Each cities. Then immediately one city will be known as each cities. Each city is called as what? I will say for item. For item. You have to use both together. For item, each city will be called A. In the city, there are 10 data. One data will be called as A. Template for each. Here you will give the variable. Wherever your collection data or your list data or your array data is stored, each data inside the array will be called as A, or you can say each data, EA. Your wish, you give any name, I don't mind. How to display the data? 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 Right? How to display the data? Keep on. There are two ways to do that. This is the first way I'm showing you. First way I'm showing you. Right? Two ways to do this. Right? I will put it here on the top. First way. This is the first way to do this. Similarly, I will take one more called as second way. There are two ways you can choose. First way, you for each. First way, I would have taken a lightning card and inside that I have put it. Your wish. For using each, using for each. Now inside this, how will display? Always a for each, right? You can quickly put EA. Here it is EA. Let's see what happens. Control S, Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. Right? I come here. I refresh. What I get, see first. Right? Nothing. You're getting the data, same thing. Chennai, Pune, without a comma now. See the difference? It got clubbed. Like a concatenation without comma. Now let's see, it's all got messed up. That means A is giving all messed up. From each A, you have to read the data. How to read the data now? Use P tag. P. In this P, right? Use key. It's a keyword you have to use. You cannot use any other word. Use key. A key is must. We don't have a key. Key value pair. We don't have a key. So key is EA. Don't worry. Next, key is EA. Next, arrow. What is the value? A. You remember the map? This is looking like a map data type. Key value. Key value. Value is also EA. Both are EA only. Value is also EA. Value is also EA. Value is also EA. Value is also EA. Right? Why there are so many? Value is also EA. Upon watching this. P. Wait, we might get wrong. I don't need that. Right. Control S on the keyboard. Control Shift P. Deploy this to source org. Right. Let us deploy. In case there's error, it will throw error back to us. Source org deployed successfully.
Sir, line number 4, extra tag is.
Extra tag is was there? Okay. Oh, See that? Now it's coming at line. That means whatever we entered, this arrow is extra. It should look like this. It should look like this. This is the tag. Key to a value. Key is also same. Key is not displayed. Only the value will be displayed. Remember that. Key will never be displayed. Only the value will be displayed. Key is the same. Control S. Now you see how it's coming up, right? Didn't we? Oh, we didn't deploy. No. After saving, you have to again deploy it. Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. Right. Done. Now I come here. I refresh the screen. Now you see that Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, New Delhi, Pune. 111 coming out of it. Earlier, all in a single line. That's a way of using it. That's the first way of using it. That's the first way of using it. Clear, everyone? Same second way. Using, you choose any one. Using iterator. TOR. Using iterator. Using iterator. How? Template. How? TEM template. Template. Here you will say, rather than for each, you will say iterator. Right? ITERATOR. 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 ITEM. Iterator. ITE. Template. Iterator. Template. Iterator. Iterator item. Item equals to what? Item equals to what? Item equals to cities. See, iterator item. Iterator. Iterator. Item equals to cities. But here, same thing. Declaration inside is almost same. Right? P. P. Key. Key equals to. Key is what? Here you will say key is what? Use the keyword called as item, right? Value. Item dot value. My key is also that. Inside that, showing is same. Inside that, my key, and here, this is right, and here my value. My value. What is my value? My value is ITM, item dot value. Item will hold. Item will hold cities. From there, 111 is called value. Second way of doing it. Using an iterator. Using an iterator. Second way, using second way, using iterator. Control S. Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. Right? Now, done. Let me go ahead and check it out, the output. Second way. See, both are same. First way using for each, second way using iterator. Both gives you the same result. Both gives you the same result. So we have two options. We have two options. What is that? By each, I mean, using for each or using iterator. using for each, using iterator. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Right? Everybody clear till here?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. One more way. Third way, which is mostly required sometimes. One more way. Third. Reading JSON. Reading JSON value. What is a JSON? Most of you don't know. From Monday onwards, when I'm starting my integration, this will be the first topic that we'll be discussing. What is a JSON? In a JSON, it's a key value pair. Let's go ahead. I put one more variable, right? I will say employee. Employee equals to, right? I want to maintain multiple information about employees. Multiple information. I will say name. Name is what? I will say Rupam. Key value, comma. What is this? Age, colon, value is 35, comma. I will say city, colon. All the text should be in the quotes. HYDRABAD Hyderabad, comma. Salary. How can I read this data? How can I read this data? How can I read this data? How can I read this data is a question. How can I read this data? Control S, right? Control S. How can I read this data is a big question now, right? So let's see first in a simpler way. I want to populate name. The only thing that I have to do is table, which we'll see in the next class. STUD. Sorry, what is that? It was employee. Employee name. What is this? Employee age. Employee city. Employee salary. Here, I can, what is this data? This data is called employee. Employee dot name. Employee dot name. Employee age. Employee dot age. Employee dot city. Right? Employee dot salary. Whatever the case sensitive, salary S is capital, C is capital. Right? Be careful. And I'll give a paragraph tag everywhere. P tag. So that it pushes to the next line. Control C. P tag. Control C. P tag. Control C. P tag. Control S. Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. Deploy this to the source org. Guys, everybody is able to how things are happening. Right? Perfect. I press enter. name 35, city Hyderabad, salary 25. See, system is reading. Oh, name has gone up because you didn't give paragraph tag. I should have given a paragraph tag here also after each line. After each line. Clear? You can read data like this also. Employee.name, you can read the data like this also. Third, JSON format. Why I'm showing you in the interview, they have asked us if the data is in this format, how do you display it? See how the data is actually, the data is looking in this format. The data is looking in this format. Now, today's homework. You know how to array. Same data, I will give you an array format now. EMPLOYES employees equals to what? Array. Array. I'm giving you the data in array format. You know how to. Now, inside the array, this is the first data. See, first data, comma. This is Rupam's information. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Let's take a name from here. Monica's. Next, Monica. Next, Nagarjuna. Next, Rajiv. Next, Rumia. Right? 18, 21, 23, 19. City, Chennai. City, Mumbai. City, right? Let it be Hyderabad. Bangalore. $2,500, 25,700, 20,000, 18,000, and last, right, 34,000. Everybody, I want this data to be displayed on the screen. How you want to display it. It's a medium level homework I gave you. This data is equivalent to line number 5. Here only Rupam's information. Here Rupam's, Monica's, Nagarjuna, Rajiv, Rumia. Oh, last is wrong. Here it shouldn't be comma. All these informations. I want this information to be displayed on the page. See how can you do with a iteration. The way how I'm expecting my expectations, Ella. The page should come like this. The way I'm expecting the result. Sir, result ఎలా వస్తది? I'm giving you the result output also. Result will look like this. First one Rupam, second one Raj, third one Rumia, fourth one Monica. ఇలానే one below the other I want ఇలా result రావాలి. Rupam information complete, then Rumia's information, then Rajiv's information, then Monica's information, Monica's age, Monica's cities, Monica's salary. Then Monica is over. Next, I want output like this. I did for one. Now you using each or iterator, your wish. Any one you have to use here, right? Third one, right? Fourth, using array of JSON values, more than one is there now. So array of JSON values, write the program and display it. Able to understand? Yes, sir. You can, if you want, you can use light, ning, lightning. Oops, sorry, lightning, lay, layout. Oh, lightning layout. Inside the layout, lightning layout, lightning layout item. You can say template, Control X. I can put it inside. All will come in one. No, let's do one thing. This is not the right way. We will put this Control X inside this. Can I do this or not? You have to check it out, guys. Oof. Right, this is what the homeworks you have to do. Lightning layout start, layout ends. System is not taking layout. Okay, Control X. You have to find this out. Layout outside. Control X. System is not taking layout item. How can I use a lightning layout item? For each, I want to repeat them in a layer. Try to do this. Right? Control S. Control Shift P. Deploy to the source org. I'm just taking a layout inside the layer and I'm not defining the size. Monday morning, we will start with, right? The link changes from Monday. This link will not work, by the way, just to let you know. Now you see, I'm refreshing it. Do you see any difference? No, I don't see any difference, right? Because what we did a layout. We didn't put the borders, styles in the layout. Then 111 box will come, tile. You remember the example in Lightning, tile? I'm trying to do the same thing with Lightning Web Component. Repeat, tile, repeat it. Table, I will repeat on Monday. I will show you on how to use a table in Lightning. LWC, how to use table in LWC on Monday's class. You'll see. Right? So today, right, what we have seen, let me remove all this. How to repeat. These are repeaters, right? A data which is available in an array format, in a collection format. How can we repeat this data? Is a question, right? Using, we can use what? We can use for each or iterator item. Clear, guys? Yes or no? So you have learned template each. You have learned template iterator. Two things you have learned. Template iterator item, template for each. Okay. Any questions? Anybody has any questions? You want the program? Control C, Control V. There we go. The chatter window. Here the arrays. And pasting everything. Control C, Control V, enter. That's it for today, guys. We will see now tomorrow how to go ahead, right? So till then, thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day, guys. Monday, link changes. Please check your email. Sunday evening, you should have the link there. Right? So till then, be safe. Bye-bye, guys.
Rupam,
Yes, tell me.
where did you find the recording for day before yesterday? I actually missed the class.
You have to contact your admin.
Yeah, I actually messaged, but I did not get a response.
I can't help there because I'm giving it to them. It is they who have to give it to you.
Okay.
So
Okay, I'll follow.
I'm
Thank you.
handing over the videos to them. No issues. So
Okay.
they should be giving now. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Thank you.
The reason I was wondering because I missed that setup part, the initial setup part. So,
Mhm.
sure, I'll follow. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Hey, thanks. Have a nice day, guys. Bye bye.